Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. Ever since Ohaneze and Ndigbo have been having wars, a statement tussle between themselves, because we have two groups in Ohaneze and Ndigbo and AGF Malami, it has beginning to draw out reactions. Of course, Ejimakor, the international lawyer for Nnamdi Kanu, have spoken and said to join, issues with them as well. Alibo, that's for Ndigbo, another group also have said to join forces. In fact, everybody is now talking. Nnamdi Kanu definitely is bringing out people out to speak what is in their mind, and all of them are bearing it all hot. I don't also forget that MNK also is beginning to take a sweep over the elite, in Igbo elite in Alibo as well. A lot of things are happening almost simultaneously. But before we go to the newspaper to find out what it is they are saying, like you subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified for to get updates on our channel. Okay, but let's start from how it all began so that we can have an understanding for some of us who missed the first one. Very quickly, hard knocks and disagreement have greeted the alleged visitation of the legal team set up by the mainstream Ohaneze and Ndigbo, led by Prof. George Obiozo, to the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami on Monday. The Prof. Obiozo faction of Ohaneze and Ndigbo had set up a legal team to monitor the proceedings of Kanu's trial, which had allegedly visited the AGF. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice had, in a statement on Monday after their visit, welcomed the development. Malami, in a statement signed by his media aide Omar Guado, had maintained that the decision by Ohaneze and Ndigbo was in line with the doctrine of the right of fair hearing, and that is rooted in Section 36 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. According to him, the inherent in the position of the Ohaneze and Ndigbo on the matter was demonstration of their recognition of belonging to Nigeria and succumbing to the rule of law, while maintaining their stance that they were not averse to trial of Nnamdi Kanu. The AGF said Ohaneze, by his position, showed a mature departure from the mindset of the indigenous people of Biafra when it stated that it does not support the use of any form of violence while channeling concern and presenting demands. But the lawyer to the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, Mr. Aloy Ejimakor, has taken a sweep at the proposal to monitor the trial of Ipob leader in court from July 26. Ejimakor said he was miffed that instead of such, sympathizers should stress on opposing Kanu's trial instead of talking about fair trial and convergence of monitors for the trial that he said does not arise in the circumstances of his adoption to Nigeria. But Ohaneze and Ndigbo, in a response to Ejimakor, said that its decision to raise a legal team to monitor Kanu's trial was done in good faith to ensure that all rights are respected, saying they are not averse to the trial. Alibo Development Foundation, that's ADF, on their own said their position is to search for political solutions and pile pressure on the federal government to release Kanu, saying the matter has gone beyond monitoring the trial. In a related development, the Chidi Ibe faction of Ohaneze has condemned the legal monitoring team set up by the Prof. George Obiozo-led group to monitor Kanu's trial, describing it as illegal and contrary to the constitution of the body, who stipulated that such decisions must pass through the IMEOB and General Assembly. Meantime, the family of the detained Ipob leader Nnamdi Kanu has raised fresh concern over his health, just as traditional rulers under the aegis of monarchs of Biafra land have advised the government to tread with caution over Kanu's matter. Kanu's trial should be opposed, Ipob leader has actually told them. Ejimakor argued that since the Nigerian government broke international protocol and illegally adopted Kanu, it was the Nigerian government that is on trial other than Kanu, and urged people to seek Kanu's redress in that direction. He cited the case of General Muhammadu Buhari's botched attempt in 1984 to kidnap Umaru Deko from London, which resulted in some Nigerians paying dearly through jail sentences and diplomatic breakdown between Nigeria and Britain. The Ejimakor said, While it's commendable that Kanu has attracted such an avalanche of support across the spectrum, it's important to make it clear from the onset that there won't be any trial to monitor. None. Nnamdi Kanu cannot be tried based on this extraordinary rendition that brought him to Nigeria. If you truly support Kanu, you don't need to monitor his trial or ensure he gets a fair trial. What you need to do is to oppose his trial, saying that you will monitor his trial gives the impression of bestowing legality to the illegality that brought him to Nigeria. To better understand how Kanu ended up in Nigeria and why he won't face trial, you need to juxtapose it to what happened to Umar Diko in 1984 and its aftermath. Diko's kidnapping was like this one of Kanu, a brazen act of attempted rendition, which is a state crime under international law, and it comes with dire consequences, legal, diplomatic, and political as well. Though the kidnapping of Diko failed, it brought the following consequences. Britain swiftly arrested 17 people, 4 were convicted, and they served between 6 to 8 years in prison. Britain expelled the Nigerian High Commissioner and broke diplomatic relationship with Nigeria for 2 years. And most tellingly, Nigerians subsequently requested Britain to extradite Diko, and others were summarily denied. All these were done even as Diko was not a citizen of Britain, but a mere resident. Conversely, Kanu is a bona fide citizen of Britain, traveling on a British passport when he was unlawfully rendered to Nigeria from Kenya. That should counter more contravailing measures. What this means is that apart from answering to its conscience as a nation, Nigeria shall ultimately answer to Britain, to the international community, and even to Kenya if Kenya succeeds in denying official complacency in the rendition. A nation does not go to jail. So, when I stated that Nigeria will answer for the rendition, it means a mixture of consequences, some of which are already unfolding. The easiest one to see is that Nigeria has, by her own hands, lost its jurisdiction to subject Kanu to trial. In sporting terms, you can say that Nigeria scored its own goal. This is serious. Now, how that own goal was scored and its fallout is a complex legal subject that will certainly be ventilated in court and within diplomatic circles to which Nigeria is subject. But one clear thing is this: no valid prosecutionary or judicial action can proceed from such manifestly criminal conduct by a state. So, when you say you will be monitoring Kanu's trial or that you want a fair trial for him, you are unwittingly buying into a grievous crime that should shock your conscience. Put another way, you will be making yourself complicit in what was done to Kanu, or as lawyers would say, you are making yourself an accessory after the fact. Conversely, it will be a great thing to say that you will monitor the trial of Kanu's presence in Nigeria was compliant with due process. That due is nothing but what is generally known as extradition. Ejimakor noted that extradition was the only valid means of surrendering an international fugitive from one country to another, which was why Nigeria was punished for daring to kidnap Umar Diko during Buhari's military regime in 1984, and there is no reason to think that Kanu's case will be different. He further said that Nigeria has extradition statute, which is known as the Extradition Act, same as Kenya, but with a slight different name, as well as Britain, which all three are in substance very similar and strict to both. Reacting to the position of one of Kanu's lawyers that instead of monitoring that the legal team assembled by Ohaneze Ndigbo should oppose the trial, Ohaneze spokesperson Alex Chidozie said the Apex Igbo socio-cultural body has said its position, but added that if the lawyer has a superior idea, he could pass it to them, as we are open to welcome superior opinion. Wow, that's nice. We are not at war with anyone. If he has a superior or better idea, he can channel it to us, Obonna said. Igbo Development Foundation (ADF) in its react and said their position is to search for political solution. Now, this is quite getting interesting. Let's meet in the comment section.